一开始你会质疑自己真的被世界抛弃了。当你没有别人认可，当别人跟你不一样，唯独你一个是个例的时候，你真的会很崩溃。
In October 2014, Xiao Feng walked into a non-profit HIV testing center in Beijing. Unfortunately, he was tested positive for HIV. Xiao Feng's nightmare started from a one-time unprotected sex with another man. But being homosexual doesn't necessarily equate to being HIV positive. According to the World Health Organization, HIV continues to be a major global public health issue, having claimed more than 32 million lives so far. There were approximately 37.9 million people living with HIV at the end of 2018. Data from China's National Health Commission shows that the disease is mainly transmitted sexually in China. Men having sex with men accounted for 23.3% of all reported cases of HIV infection in 2018.
这样一个人群呢，占我们总人群的比例呢，只有1%到2%，而它的感染人数呢，占到了23%、24%，那么这个比例呢，就比较高了。
In July 2015, the China AIDS Fund for non-governmental organizations was launched by the Chinese government. As of November 2019, some 188 million yuan had been allocated to AIDS control projects by non-governmental organizations in the past 4 years. The money has gone to more than 3,500 projects operated by nearly 1,000 NGOs nationwide. Among these NGOs, there is one called Danlan.
你可能需要去检测了，你可以利用这个软件，能够找到离你最近的这些检测机构，然后你到实体。
Its founder Ma Baoli is currently live streaming AIDS prevention information to thousands of followers. Ma established Danlan in 2008 to promote AIDS prevention among the MSM community.
所以我们整个这个机构，我们都是知道如何去利用互联网的技术呢，对我们的目标人群开展这些公益的服务。
Identifying people infected with HIV virus plays a vital role in AIDS prevention and control. In 2015, in order to support the government in its anti-AIDS drive, Danlan gathered more than 200 HIV test centers nationwide via the internet and rolled out an online test service, which was then introduced to target groups via the MSM community's social networks. Combining online appointment making and offline testing, the service garnered over 6 million page views and more than 200,000 appointments. In 2016, Danlan was invited to the 21st International AIDS Conference to share its experiences in Internet plus HIV prevention and control. Similar to Ma, most of the 130-plus members of Danlan are gay. They put themselves forward with a common belief to spare their peers from the misery of AIDS.
我们其实最大的这个优势就是我们来自于社区，同时我们了解社区，那么我们能够站他们的角度，感同身受的知道他们在艾滋病的这个困境下面临什么样的挑战，所以我们更了解他们的诉求。我觉得就是有同理心。
今年世界联合国艾滋病规划署提出了艾滋病的这个主题口号，叫 Community Make Difference。它的意思呢，就是呢，社区是艾滋病防治的主力军。 或者说呢，起着关键的作用。只有当内部的力量觉醒以后，它爆发出来，那这个时候呢，我们才能够真正的形成呢抗击艾滋病的力量。
According to the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, in 2018, more than half of new HIV infections among the MSM community were found out through the help of social groups. Through concerted efforts between the government and social organizations, HIV infection rate among the MSM community has dropped from 8% in 2015 to 6.9% in 2018. Since 2015, new cases of HIV infection in MSM community have been maintained at a steady level of around 34,000 people per year.
Communities in China are making a significant difference to the response to HIV. The China AIDS Fund for NGOs has been established by government as a partnership with communities. So China has a great model. The community partnership is why China has been so successful in addressing HIV and will continue to improve and be even more successful.
China identified its first AIDS patient in June 1985. Since then, its anti-AIDS drive has paid off through the implementations of various policies and regulations. China has basically eliminated HIV transmissions through blood transfusions and has effectively contained injection drug use and mother-to-child transmissions of HIV. In 2018, around 1.25 million people were HIV positive, which works out to about 9 cases per 10,000 people, or a seventh of the average infection rate compared to the rest of the world. Currently, AIDS in China is maintained at a low prevalence level. Since 2018, Ma Baoli and his colleagues have visited Southeast Asian countries many times. Working with local governments and social organizations, they shared their experiences in using the internet to promote AIDS prevention and control among target groups. Fortunately, after 5 years of medication, the HIV virus in Xiaofang's body has now been largely suppressed to an undetectable level. Identifying people infected with HIV virus is not aimed at discriminating against them, but to ensure that infected people can still retain the right to lead normal lives. This will be an important step towards achieving the UN AIDS vision to end the AIDS epidemic by 2030.
所有的恐惧来自于你的未知。等你过多的去了解的时候，你不需要对它再有任何成见。